What is up, you guys? It is your girl, Deangelosangeles, and I am back with another video.
Go figure, you were the trigger. You brought me to an obstructive view when you knew the picture was bigger. Who am I kidding? Knew from the beginning.
Today I'm going to be talking about the keto diet, what to eat and what not to eat, and what I eat. And sorry, I'm outside on my balcony because the lighting was just bomb out here. I know I haven't really been on here. I've been going through a lot, life sucks, depression sucks. Anyways, we're not even going to get into all of that. The point is that I'm back now, and I'm going to be showing you guys what the keto diet is, or telling you guys what the keto diet is, what you can eat, how to lose weight fast, how to get into ketosis really fast, all that good stuff. So if you want to know about the keto diet, just keep watching. So the first thing, what is the keto diet? I mean, the keto diet is anything that's new. Most people probably already know what it is. The keto diet is just when you're on a high fat, low carb diet, because your body is going to burn the fat better than it burns the carbs. Now there's good carbs and there's bad carbs, but definitely stay away from the bad carbs and only eat the good carbs. So when you're on a keto diet, you have to make sure that you are staying hydrated, that you are getting your electrolytes, because on the keto diet you're not getting as many electrolytes because you're sweating. Well, not even if you don't sweat, but you're not eating all the stuff that would give you the protein, the carbs, and the electrolytes and all of that fun stuff. So you got to make sure you take your vitamins, or if you don't want to, like I don't take vitamins personally, just because I don't feel like I need to, but if it gets to that point then I will. But that is the keto diet. It's just high fat, low carb. Now, some people put themselves on like, a 20 carb diet or like a 30 carb diet. It doesn't matter what you do. It just needs to be less than what you eat on a regular day-to-day basis. I've been doing keto. This is my third time doing keto, actually. And each time I've never stuck to it. But okay, so the first time that I did it, I did stick to it. I did it for like 2 months, and the only reason that I stopped is because I went on vacation to Cancun, and who diets when they're on vacation? Because not I. We're in Mexico. That's all I'm gonna say, because I'm not dieting in Mexico, period. They got all the good food out there. And I honestly didn't really gain that much weight. I think I only gained about 5 pounds back while I was there, which isn't horrible. But when I came back, I didn't want to get back on it because I was so used to just waking up and eating whatever I wanted to eat and not having to think about it. Just grabbing some chips and like a drink is so easy versus, meal prepping, because on keto you have to meal prep. There's no way around it. If you don't meal prep, you're not going to do it. And cooking every single day is not fun. It really is not for anybody. But that is keto diet. Honestly, most people make it worse than what it actually is. It's really not that bad. It's really, actually, to me, I think it's fun. It's a challenge, and maybe that's just me because I like a challenge, but I think it's fun. Now, yes, it is very hard because it is a mind thing. You have to get in your mind that, I can do this. Not everything you do in life is going to be easy. No, nothing in life is easy, but it does take work. It does take time to see results. It does work faster, to me, in my opinion, than a regular diet, but everything just takes time. Nothing happens overnight. So I'll show you guys a few things that I have that I remembered to grab that I feel like was important, even though it's not really that important anyways. So the things that I eat on the keto diet, obviously it's not everything that I eat, but it's just certain things that I eat. So in the mornings, I do intermittent fasting. You don't have to do intermittent fasting. I just choose to because it'll work faster. Now keto already works fast, but it's just working faster. So I don't eat after 8 p.m. and I don't eat again until 10 o'clock a.m. So that being said, it is very challenging sometimes, especially on the days where I don't have an appetite during the day, so I don't eat before 8 p.m. and then I'm starving at like midnight if I'm awake, or when I get up and have to be at work at like 7 and I am starving and I cannot eat anything until 10 o'clock. Yeah, it's a struggle, but I'm gonna get through it. I'm start eating, but on the keto diet you really don't have an appetite, and if I'm not hungry I'm not gonna eat. That's just how I am. Sometimes I do force myself to eat because I went all day without eating, then I get a headache. Don't do that, it's not worth it. But so I have a bag of goodies of things that just a few things of that I do. So in the mornings, this is what I have. It is actually one of my friends gave it to me and I went to try it and I liked it, so I just kept doing it. But I used to drink the strawberry Slim Fast drinks, but you have to pay attention to them because one of them is for keto, one of them is just for regular dieting, and the other one that's just for regular diets is not keto, and it's gonna knock you out of ketosis, so don't drink it. I'll insert a picture of what the keto ones look like. They're not bad. It's definitely an acquired taste, but once you drink one of them you get pretty used to the taste, and it just tastes like a regular strawberry drink, to me at least. But like I said, this is my 3rd time on keto, so I know what to expect and not to expect everything to taste like heaven on earth when it's not going to. So in the mornings I get up, and I know you can't really see it because it's very bright out here, but this is a Slim Fast keto drink. It is a shake. Now the other ones was just it was already made for you. You just shake it up and drink it. This, it says to mix with, it is cake batter flavor. It says to mix it with water. You can if you want to, but honestly I think that is disgusting. So I use almond milk, but unsweetened almond milk. You cannot eat sugar on the keto diet. Okay, well you can, we'll get into that. You can, but not regular sugar, like this, no, it just doesn't work. So this is what I do in the morning. I wake up, I pour some almond milk in a cup, and I usually use 2 scoops of this, but the cup that I have is really small. It's not small, it's like 20 ounces I think, but this is only for 8 ounces, 1 serving. So I just mix about a scoop and a half of it. It says 2 scoops, but I don't do 2 scoops because I feel like it'll be too sweet, and I don't want that. I just do a scoop and a half, and then you shake it up really good. If you don't shake it up, you get clumps in your mouth. I know my friend warned me about that, and I still didn't shake it up the first time I stirred it. We're not gonna talk about that though, but make sure you shake it. Do not stir, shake. Like shake for like 2 minutes and it'll dissolve. But it's really good. It tastes just like cake batter, like exactly the same, but it's healthy and you can eat. Now my little snacks that I have, well, it's not really snacks, but I eat them like if I want to eat nachos, or if I just do like some chips and dip. This is one of them. They are Quest chips. They are like $2.30, $2.50 at Walmart. I believe they're at CVS. They're at Target, where I got these because Target is my favorite store. But and Walmart don't have these, and they have these in a bag, so it came with 4 of them instead of just 1, so I paid like $8 for 4 of them, which is the normal price. But this is the loaded taco flavor. I want to try it. I've seen it on Facebook because I'm in this keto group, and it is actually very good. It tastes just like a taco, like not the Mexican taco, but like the Taco Bell taco, which is actually still really good. And I eat it with a lot of stuff. And when you are on the keto diet, some people track their like total carbs, but you don't have to. You only track the net carbs right there, which it says 4 net carbs. And how you find that out is you just read the label. I know you can't really see it, but you just read the label. And so the total fat is 5 grams, but you're really looking at the carbs, and then you're looking at the fiber and the sugars, and that's what you're going to take away. So this is 5 carbs originally, but you're taking away the fiber, which is 1 gram, so that leaves 4 net carbs. And I love these. I eat these almost every day, and I always have to buy them because I always eat them all because they're that good. Any kind, I've had almost all of them. There may be like a few that I haven't tried, I don't know, but I've tried the nacho one, the ranch one, the barbecue one, this one, and this one, which is the chili lime flavor. And they're all 4 carbs. No matter what flavor you get, they're all 4 net carbs. period. But these are wonderful when you're on the keto diet, and they actually like help you stay full. Obviously, if you just eat the bag by itself, you're going to be kind of hungry, but why would you do that? There's not that many chips in there. I would open it and show you, but I'm not ready to eat them. But so this whole bag, this is 1 serving, and it's 4 carbs. That's like the holy grail of keto, because a lot of stuff have like, you know, 4 servings in it, and you have to calculate. Well, you have to think about it, or you got to think like, dang, do I want to eat this whole thing and have like, you know, 10 carbs? No, because if you only, like me, I only do a 15 carb diet, so that's almost all of my carbs that I can eat for that day. And if I'm eating this at 9 o'clock in the morning, there's not much I can eat throughout the day. So this whole bag is only 4 carbs, which is really, really good. Another thing I like, so this is the sugar I was telling you guys about. It's literally just called sweetener. It is so bright out here. I picked a bad time to come out here. But it's literally just called sweetener. It's a great value brand because I'm cheap as food. This is actually really, really good. I've tried the other keto approved sugars and I just didn't like them because they had a bitter aftertaste. Like the monk fruit is one of them. And mixed with other stuff, it isn't that bad, but you can still taste that it's not real sugar. And I've had Swerve. That was disgusting. Like, I didn't like anything about it. As soon as you put it in your mouth, it is disgusting. I've had Stevia, which is I wouldn't drink it if I didn't have to, but if that was my only option, then that's fine. I've had Sweet and Low. I don't even know if that's keto. I don't even know, but it's disgusting. This is the best one that I've tried. It's at Walmart. Pretty sure you can get it at Target. Wherever you shop, I'm pretty sure you can get this anywhere. It might be a different packaging or maybe cost something different, but I'm pretty sure they have this almost anywhere. But I just get it at Walmart because I'm close to a Walmart. And this has no carbs, no calories, no real sugar, none of that. And that's why I like it, because I can put as much as I want in anything and not feel guilty about it, because it ain't got no carbs, so you ain't got to worry about the carbs. And this has never mind, I thought it had fiber in it, but it does not have fiber in it. But that's okay, because you can eat it without feeling guilty and without being kicked out of ketosis. So it's a win-win situation. I do eat a lot of chicken, but you can eat whatever meat you want. I just prefer chicken. I eat some steak. I don't like pork at all. Pork is disgusting to me. If you like pork, you know, go ahead. Almost any meat that you eat have no carbs, except for pork has, I think, 2 carbs, and I think sausage, like the smoked sausage, has carbs in it. I don't know how much carbs is in like a serving, and I don't remember how much is a serving. But you just gotta, you know, read the back, the nutritional facts, and you'll be okay. But I eat a lot of chicken, any kind of chicken, whatever you want, and cauliflower rice, which I know it sounds really gross, because when I first started the keto diet and I heard cauliflower rice, I'm like, there's no way that I'm gonna be eating it. I love cauliflower. I didn't have no problem trying it, but I was like, this is not gonna be like an everyday thing. Like, it's gonna be once in a while because I'm not gonna like it. Well, my aunt made it because we did keto together, and I tried it. Heaven on earth, I'm telling you, it is the best thing ever. The seasonings and stuff that I put in mine, I used to put onion in it, but I don't really put onion in it much anymore, only because onions do have carbs. And I'm trying not to eat a lot of onions, and I love onions. I eat onions with everything, so I normally just, you know, put a few pieces on top of my chicken. But I put cilantro in it. Cilantro is a must to me because it just brings out the flavor even more. I put Goya packets on it, which it stays on. It's the little orange packets. I'll insert a picture so you guys can see what I'm talking about. I put that on it, just 1 packet. No matter how much you make, just 1 packet. It gives it, like, it's kind of salty, so you don't have to put salt on it. But that's what I put on it. I put black pepper on it. I put onion powder, garlic powder, and lemon pepper. Now, before I was doing the lemon pepper, I would just do lemon juice. But then I ran out of lemon juice one day, so I used the lemon pepper, and it just is so much better. It is so much better. I don't know, it just brings out the flavor more. and I put a little bit of minced garlic in it, just depending on how I'm feeling. Now I don't do that every day, but I do it once in a while whenever, just with, if I want garlic in it, I put garlic in it. But those are like the things I do the most. Put in it is definitely your onion powder, definitely your garlic powder, and your lemon pepper. Those three, if you're not putting those in it, you might as well not even cook it, because it ain't gonna taste right, I'm telling you. When the cauliflower rice, now you can rice it yourself, or you can just buy it already riced, which you can get it at almost every store. Like, it doesn't matter where you go, you can find it. I get the Green Giant one, the really big bag that's like $8. I'll put a picture up so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But I buy that a lot because it lasts me like a few months. Your olive oil. Now, they say use extra virgin olive oil. I don't. I just bought some, but I mean, whatever you want to use. If you just want to use regular olive oil, it's going to be just fine. If you want to use coconut oil, that's just fine. They have this MCT oil. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it's supposed to be like really good and help you stay full. I've never tried it. I don't plan on trying it because the olive oil is working just fine for me, and I rarely ever like pan fry things. I'm always using my air fryer. If you don't have an air fryer, you don't need one, but it is a good investment. My best friend Keelan, she bought me mine for Christmas, and I absolutely love it. I use it literally every single day, no matter what I'm cooking. It's just so easy to turn it on, just throw it all in there and forget about it. It takes like 10 minutes for some stuff. My chicken that I cook take like 10 minutes and it's done completely, juicy and everything. But I like my air fryer. Air fryer, to me, I think is probably a good thing to have on keto. It's not a necessity, but it's really good to have if you're gonna do keto. So I want to show you guys this app that I use for keto. Now, you don't have to do it. So there's two different types of keto. There's strict keto, where you're not eating processed food. You're counting all your carbs and your calories and your protein intake. Make sure you're getting enough and not too much, because too much, it can kick you out, or you can still gain weight and still be in ketosis. And then the other one is lazy keto, which is, you're still eating like carb food, but the good carbs, not the bad carbs. So you're eating like a Fiber One bar, which is the good carbs, but oatmeal is just not good for you. Even, I don't even know if that has oatmeal. Some of them I'm pretty sure do, but like the little well, Fiber One is not probably the one that I was talking about. It is the little chocolate chip and oatmeal one, whatever it is called. You're eating those. I mean, those can still possibly work for you, but only like in small amounts. And you're still having, your diet soda and your processed food, and you're not really tracking what you're eating, but you're still losing weight. It still works, but it just, whichever you prefer. I do strict keto, or at least I try to do strict keto, which is, I'm writing down or tracking everything in my phone that I eat. I am looking at the labels, making sure that it is keto approved, and make sure it has no sugars, and if it does, it has the sugar alcohols, which is what your body will burn off. But either one you do, they're still gonna work just as fast as strict keto. It's just your preference. I chose to do strict keto because I know if I'm tempted, then I'm gonna fall off the wagon, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you guys the Carb Manager app. I'm gonna screen record. Now, Carb Manager app, it just this little, you can get it on I don't know if they have it on Android. Yeah, they have it on Android, because my aunt has it. She has an Android. But you can get it on Apple or Android. It just looks like this. Why you gotta come over here so ghetto with your music? Just so ghetto. Just the ghetto. And so you can see on here that I've already ate today. Actually didn't add my other breakfast that I had when I first woke up. It was about 10:30, maybe 11 o'clock. I cleaned, well, I ate first, so I wouldn't pass out while I was cleaning. Then I cleaned, then I made my breakfast, and then I ate. Oh yeah, I didn't grab those, but these caramel clusters by Atkins. Almost anything Atkins is gonna be keto. or paleo, which is another form of, it's not another form of keto, but it's like more relaxed than keto, because you can eat your breads and your rice and your sugars, just certain ones, and still maintain your weight after the keto, so you don't gain it all back. And then I had the cake batter, the Slim Fast. I had a serving of that. I also made some eggs and bacon and sausage, and had some green onions and some sriracha. It was bomb, y'all. It was so bomb. But this is the app. On here you can add your breakfast, lunch, dinner, your snacks, your supplements that you took. And you can add your exercise in here. And if I was done for today, I'd put that I'm done. You can put your notes in here, whatever you want to say. I don't ever add notes. And at the bottom, it gives you recipes and stuff. And you can do that, get your meal plan. I don't do that. I don't pay for this app. You can pay for it if you want to. To me, you don't have to, because whatever you need to do, it's just right here. This, you know, you add your water. I've had 2 cups of water today. You can put in your steps, and you can see all the steps that I did. It already tracks for you if you have your fitness tracker on, or your heart app, or your health app. If you have that on, or if you have an Apple Watch, it'll already sync. You don't have to do anything. You can add more steps if you want to in your exercise. Right now I'm not exercising due to quarantine, and the gym is open, and I don't do at-home exercises because when I get off work I be tired. I don't got time for that. But we're gonna go back to my day. So I'm on a 15 carb diet, and it tells you how much you have left, and over here it tracks, like right here you see I got I've eaten 5 carbs today. Well, I've probably ate more than that. Probably ate about 10 carbs today. And then your total carbs and your fiber. I haven't had any fiber today. The fat, the protein, oops, I know if you touch those it'll change. And your net calories, which I'm at 1196, but I never really go over 1,000. I try not to. Sometimes I will, like if I'm really hungry that day, but most of the times I won't. You have to eat at least 1,500 carbs a day to lose weight or whatever. Don't starve yourself. Please do not starve yourself, because if you starve yourself, you're not going to lose weight. You're going to continue to gain weight. When you're first starting keto, it is hard because you go through this thing called the keto flu, which you're always tired, you're dehydrated, you don't want to do anything, you have no energy. But once you get through that, once you make it through that hurdle, I promise you it's the best thing ever. You have so much energy. You're sometimes happy. I mean, you can be, but you're always energetic. You always want to do stuff. You always want to be moving. You want to exercise. You actually want to get out and do stuff. It doesn't make you like just drowsy and just sit there and just sluggish. You actually want to do stuff when you're on the keto diet. The reason I started the keto diet is only because I wanted to lose weight. I didn't like the way that I looked. When I first started, I was 246 pounds, and I hated myself for letting myself get that fat, even though, you know, my friends around me was telling me that I wasn't fat or whatever, but I was literally overweight. I was obese for my height. I'm only 5'1". So I wanted to change that, and I've tried so many other diets, and yes, they work, but just not as fast. And so actually a coworker of mine introduced me into the keto diet, and I did it, but I wasn't doing it right, because I was still eating the sugars, still eating all the fats. My very first attempt of keto, and I quit after like a week. And you have to give it more than a week. You have to do it for at least a month to see results. But it is really not that bad. I know I probably made it seem complicated in this video, but I was trying to explain like things in like simple terms. It's really not that hard though. It is, once you get into it, it's very easy. And the meal prepping at first, trying to figure out what to cook and what to eat, is very hard, because there's a lot of stuff that you can't eat, and especially for your snacks. Now for snacks, I still struggle with that because I don't know what I can eat, because my go-to is want to eat watermelon or chips, and I can't eat that. That's why I bought these chips. You can eat watermelon in moderation. So when I say moderation for watermelon, it's probably like four pieces, and that's it, not 4 slices, like the 4 little cute pieces, and that's probably it, because it has a lot of natural sugar in it, which is just going to kick you out of ketosis. My snacks, I like cucumbers. You can eat cucumbers, you can eat as many pickles as you want, because pickles are carb free. and they actually help you lose weight because of the vinegar in them. Eat your fat in your body. Ranch is still keto. Any ranch, not fat-free ranch, just any ranch full of fat is keto. You can eat still like almonds on the keto diet. I don't like almonds, so I don't eat almonds. You can still eat your Slim Jims, any meat that you want to eat is keto friendly. Your cheese is still keto friendly. Your bacon is still keto friendly. Okay, so the things that you cannot eat, absolutely no. Like, don't ever eat them. I don't care if you're eating, if you don't eat them. Corn, big no-no. Potatoes, you cannot have them. Carrots, I know they're healthy, but you cannot have them. What else? Obviously chips, which is still potatoes. You can have celery. No beans. I don't know if I already said beans, but no beans. No rice, and that is my favorite. I love rice. I eat rice with every single meal, so cutting out rice has been very hard, but I have a goal, so once I reach that goal, I'm gonna incorporate rice slowly, but probably like brown rice. No pastas. RIP to my pasta, because no pasta. No sugars, no alcohol unless it's it's gonna be bad to say no alcohol unless it's like straight alcohol, like tequila or Bacardi or anything. Nothing fruity. The only fruit that you can have is berries like strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, in moderation. You can't eat a lot of them. Like probably a handful will be just enough because they are high in carbs. The frozen ones have more sugar and carbs in them than the fresh ones do, so I will stick to fresh fruits and vegetables. You can't have any peas. Peas are disgusting anyways, but you can't have any peas. You can have bell peppers, you can have onions, you can have jalapenos. You can have most spicy food don't have carbs in it. You just really pay attention. The oils that are keto approved is you know, the olive oil, I think there's avocado oil, coconut oil, MCT oil. All of that is keto approved. Your flour, you cannot have flour anymore. I have cashew flour right now, and I've also had almond flour. It is wonderful. The cashew flour is probably my favorite one, is because it doesn't have a taste. It just tastes like regular flour. The almond flour still tastes like almonds, which was fine because I don't really, you know, you can't really taste it that bad, but you can taste a hint of the almonds. I only bought the cashew flour because Walmart was out of the almond flour, and I tried it. It was actually really good. I actually made fried pickles, and they were good. They taste just like regular fried pickles. But I was able to eat them without gaining weight and without getting out of ketosis. You can still eat your pancakes. There's keto pancakes. There's 100 different recipes that you can look at and try. I use Pinterest the most to look at all of my keto recipes that I want to try, or I just throw some stuff together and call it a day. You can eat your shrimp. I used to eat shrimp all the time, but now I'm allergic to shrimp. RIP to my soul, because shrimp is my favorite food. But I can't have it no more, but you can still eat it. I'm going to show you guys this last thing. It is how to test when you're in ketosis. So how to test your ketones is peeing on a stick, you know, not like a pregnancy stick, but like you pee on the stick and it changes color. So this is what I bought from Walmart. It's just called ketone strips, and it has on the back the different colors of ketosis that you could be in. Obviously the first one is being not in ketosis, which is like a peach color. You can't really see because it's right out here. The second one is a trace, which is like an orange. No, that's more of a peach color. So the first one is probably like a beige color. I'm not colorblind. That one is more peach than that one. And then a small trace, which is like a rosy pink color. Moderate is like, it's like a blush pink. Large is these last two, which is this like a burgundy, and this is like a very dark purple. So you just take one out, and the strips are very small. You can either pee in a cup and then stick it in your pee, or you just pee on the stick directly. That is what it looks like. I know y'all can't really see. It's just like little white little tip right there, and you just pee on this side, and you wait literally like 2 seconds, and it'll tell you if you're in ketosis. If you don't know, so when I pee on it, I know what amount of ketones I have in my pee because this is my 3rd time. But if you don't know, you can hold it up and see the color, or take a picture and just measure it. These do have an expiration date on them. I don't know when this one, oh, this one expires in 2021. They say they only last about a few months. I have some that didn't expire until this year, and when I tried to use them back in December, it didn't work. So it just depends on where you store them. Store them in a dark area, because if any light hits them for too long, they're not going to work as properly. They're going to work, but just not as effective as ones that didn't hit light. So that is that. I love using these. I don't use them every day, but probably like once a week, just to see if I'm still in ketosis and make sure that whatever I'm eating, because I like to try a lot of new keto foods and make sure that didn't kick me out of ketosis, so I know that I can still eat it or not. I've been on keto, like I said, for about 2 weeks. This is my 3rd time. I've lost already 11 pounds, 12 pounds, no, 11, I think 11, which is very good, because in my 1st week I had lost 9. I'll put a before and after picture of me. Don't judge me, because these pictures are horrible. But you can exercise on the keto diet. Actually, exercising kicks you into ketosis faster than just not doing any exercises. Oh, also, I forgot to mention, when I do wake up in the morning before work or whatever I do, I get a cup of water. It doesn't matter how much water you want. It has to be at least 8 ounces though. And I pour a shot of lemon juice in it and a tablespoon of chia seeds, and I shake it up and I let it sit for at least like 10 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, to let the chia seeds soak up all the water. And they're like a jelly-like form. And I just drink that, and it helps me stay full so I don't get hungry as often. And once they hit your the fluid in your body, like in your stomach, they expand to make you stay full. But yeah, I think that is pretty much everything. If you guys want to see more videos like this, just let me know down in the comments. I probably forgot a lot of stuff that I wanted to tell you guys, but I'll probably just end up making another video once I reach my goal weight. But that was my keto diet, what is keto and what to eat. Like I said, I'll put all the my pictures in here, and then I'll put the links below to the ketone strips and the Slim Fast, which you can get anywhere. So but that is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next video. I'm gonna try to do it every Thursday again, but your girl been sad. But I will see you guys. Bye.